All right, real talk. The thesis to this review is if I took the badge off of this car and just put it in front of you, and you think you know a lot about cars, and I said, how much do you think this car costs? There is no way you would get it right. In fact, I think the more you know about cars, the less likely you would be to get it right. Because this car behind me right here, this is the Xiaomi SU7. I've been living with it for a few weeks now and really getting to know it. It is a Chinese EV, and it retails in China for the equivalent of roughly 40 to 45,000 US dollars. But it feels a lot more like 70 to $75,000. And so it has been really interesting trying to think of an angle of how to talk about this car, because I feel like I have two really big theories with it, two really big angles. The first one is that this is confirmation of the theory that if these Chinese EVs came to the US, that we'd be cooked. Like these things would take over, they'd be extremely competitive. They're not available here yet, but they're gonna be available in Europe soon, and they're already doing super well in China. That's like one of the main theories. The other one is that, well, it's made by Xiaomi. This feels like the closest thing to an Apple car that I've been able to review so far. I had a similar theory about a different car, but it's like, this is made by a company that makes smartphones and all kinds of other appliances. I'm shooting this video right now on a Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. The way that this phone integrates into this car and the software is crazy. So I have all these thoughts running through my head. I have a lot of things to talk about with this car, but in general, if you haven't already seen the main channel video on it, go watch that. Now this is what it's like to live with the car. So first things first, the basics. This is a dual motor, all-wheel drive electric car, about 100 kilowatt hour battery underneath. And this is the SU7 Max. There's actually a couple different specs of this. They have a regular SU7. They also have an SU7 Ultra. But anyway, this is the Max, and design-wise, it's pretty tame. It probably looks the most similar to a Porsche Taycan in a lot of the proportions and the shapes back here. But they've definitely taken cues from a bunch of other EVs too. You've got this LiDAR box up here, which they use for their full self-driving. Careful, don't want to break my phone. But there's also these very McLaren looking headlights up at the front here. This frunk kind of has Lotus lines to me. Yeah, I've seen the light. Let me know, would you buy a car like this if you could in the US? Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.